All right, let's be honest. Some of your favorite artists, some of your favorite vocalists, musicians, rappers, producers, they're not some of your favorites just because they're talented, just because they have some dope music, and obviously that's a part of it. But you keep coming back because of their story, because of their journey, things that they've been through. And it's the same thing with not just, your favorite music. It's the same thing with your favorite movies or even influencers, people that you look up to, role models, etc. The sad part about all this is, though that's true, most music creatives like me and you, we don't even know how to tell our own story. Most of us don't know how to express the things that we've been through in a way that our supporters, our fan base, want to rally behind. So let's have that discussion today. I want to talk to you guys about how to tell your story as a music artist, as a music creative. And we're going to do that in 3 simple steps. So if you're ready to put in the work, then let's do it. All right, first things first, before we even get started, make sure to hit that like button on the video and then hit that subscribe button as well. I know a lot of y'all watching these videos and getting all these gems and these tips, but more than half of y'all ain't even subscribed to the channel. Y'all not even getting notified when I've been releasing the special stuff. Y'all don't even know about the special gems that ain't nobody else getting because you're not subscribed to the channel. So go ahead, hit that like button so you already know what the deal is and what the business is coming up. Now let's dive into this. Step 1 is what I call the Kylo Chat method. The Kylo Chat method is you are gonna take the top 10 major events in your life, the most memorable events of your life, and you're going to write them down. This is something that you guys actually need to do. And this is how you're gonna do it. You're gonna take 5 of the highs, things that you were joyful about, happy about, the most amazing, craziest thing that happened to your life. You're gonna write down 5 of those, and then you're gonna have another 5 that are gonna be the things that you try not to remember. They're your lows, right? The top 5 lows of your life. Now, some of you guys are gonna struggle with this and you're gonna be like, I could probably name 3, but I really don't know. I really don't know what to jot down as far as major events in my life. Some of y'all are like, man, I barely remember what I ate this week. I barely know where my week went, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. So let's start with the highs real quick. Okay, maybe you remember the first kiss you ever had, or the first serious relationship where you were like on cloud 9. It was amazing. Maybe it was graduation, a graduation that meant the world to you. Maybe you made a team or an organization. You got hired. Maybe you got married, or you got your first car, or maybe God just did something crazy that you never expected. Like, what are those things? What are your top 5 things in your life that you'll never forget that were good, right? And then unfortunately, you're going to have the lows. So let me give you guys a couple examples of the lows, right? Maybe it was a terrible breakup. So we're going to talk about relationships. Let's flip it. What if it was, what's that one breakup that you never quite forgot about or let go, right? Did you fail at something? Were you fired from somewhere, from something? Maybe there was divorce in your family, maybe with your parents, maybe not necessarily you being married, but maybe people in your family being divorced. Maybe someone was killed tragically. Maybe you've gone through depression, or it could be just as simple as you went through a near-death experience. You feel me? So these are all examples that you can use, but you need 10 major memorable events, 5 good, 5 highs, 5 lows. Step 2 is what I call the so what factor. I want you guys to look at your list, your list of 10 essentially, and go, why does this matter and what did I actually learn? This is the step that you guys cannot skip. Do not skip this, because yeah, people, you can tell someone a story, but if it doesn't hit them a particular way, or the reasoning or the lesson learned doesn't connect with them, then they're just gonna walk away. It's essentially walking into a movie and you're watching the whole movie and you're like, I don't know what the point of this movie is. The character development is trash. The story makes no sense. The villain is not even a threat. And I'm sick of this movie. I feel like I wasted my money. And that's what's gonna happen to you if you don't have a so what. So look at your list and mark down what are the lessons that you learned from those moments, whether they were good or whether they were bad. We have all grown and learned things in our life. So make sure you jot down those things, because that's going to be super, super important. That's step 2. All right, now step 3 is essentially the canvas. The canvas represents how you're going to push out your message, push out your story, your journey. Now, most people do it in one of 3 ways. They either do it via their music, through pictures, or through video. You guys can use it in any way that you see fit, but I want to give some examples so you guys can tell your story effectively, right? So we're going to start off with a picture, right? So here's just a simple picture of me, and I could easily just use this picture and say, like I could, like, let's give a low. So I remember, 2021 was really, really tough for me. And when it came to, whether that's anxiety or depression, so I can talk about that in the caption if I'm posting this on Facebook, on Instagram, and then I can mention a situation where I knew I was in a low, tell that story and say, like, this is how I was able to get out of this. Or maybe not even have it as that. You could just say, like, hey, this is what I experienced, this is what I went through. It's normal. And end it with, has anyone else dealt with this, right? So now you're almost asking for engagement from your audience, from your fan base. And that's a really, really dope way to connect with them, right? So let's do another one, right? So maybe I use a picture that's not even of me, right? And let's turn this one into a happy one, right? So maybe I can talk about the first time I ever hopped on a microphone, the first time I got my own mic and I got to record and I did my first song, and maybe how I was anxious to do it because I wasn't sure I knew what I was doing, but I was really, really excited. I was really happy. And then you could go, hey, when was the last time you were excited about something? The last time you were happy about something? And you could say, like, this was just 6 years ago when I started music, and this was my passion, and this is what I want to start doing. Like, go in. That's the story piece. That's the so what factor. That's the lesson, right? It's like you can do anything. Like, I'm way better than I used to when I first grabbed this mic, right? So you can do that easily. It doesn't even have to be a picture of yourself. Now let's use another example, right? So in this one is just a video, and you guys can't hear the audio, but it's essentially like I was just talking. That's all I was doing. And so you guys using moments to express your thoughts on things that people are talking about, and just mentioning why it matters to you, that's important, because slowly, guys, post by post, song by song, video by video, you are showing people your story, right? You're showing them your journey. And that happens to every hero, right? Every hero, whether he or she, we get to see the segments, right? We get to see them accept the call of the hero. We get to see them, go through the training, right? Then we see the villain pop up. Then we see the hero go through some trials, some tribulations, right? And then we see the hero train again to get to the top and be on the top of the hill. And that's what people want to see with you. They want to know the good. They want to know the bad. They want to know the days where you're excited to do things, the days that you're not too excited, not too motivated to do things, because that's what tells the story. And you guys are just using your canvas, whether that's music, whether that's content of pictures or videos, you're using that to tell your story. This is super easy. Again, just 3 steps. You guys can do this, and you don't have to cap it at 10 major events. As you guys, probably listed your events, you're probably reminded of other things that you went through in your life that were related to your friends, your family, coworkers, jobs that you had, personal things going on with you, with your strengths, your weaknesses. So just take this, guys, and run with it. As always, man, if you guys really enjoyed this video, man, hit that like button and that subscribe button so you guys know when we drop in that new hotness. And also leave a comment if there's a particular topic that you want me to talk about to help you guys as creatives. And as always, you already know the deal. Be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salutes to that, and I'll catch y'all later.